My talk provoked him to tell me the following story, and the morale from the story comes by the end of the story. So please just focus for 3 to 4 minutes. He told me 10 years ago about a story happened with him more than 20 years ago. So we are discussing about 30 years ago more. He said, when I came to America, he's a PhD holder in Islamic studies, in Islamic jurisprudence from Al-Madinah al-Munawwara. He said, when I came to America as an imam, my English was, in his own terminology, قال لغتي كانت مكسرة. I had a broken English. You know, we people of Jordan and Palestine, when you speak English, يعني, this, you know, this is a very weak English. He said, okay, I was trying to manage myself. I was managing myself, but what was not that language, even though I was the imam. Okay. He said, once I was invited to the federal prison in my area to give an introduction about Islam for the prisoners. He said, I was really very hesitant. How can I address those people with my broken English? But I said, I'm the imam at the end, and they invited me. This is a golden opportunity. You don't never know, but I will do my best. I will do whatever I can. He said, I went there. He told me I was not expecting them even to understand what I'm saying. I'm quoting, he said there was 60 prisoners. All of them, they were very high-ranked prisoners, very dangerous, to a degree they did not allow him to give the lecture without putting 2 equipped fully, with gun machines, 2 guards into his right and to his left. They were afraid any one of them might commit another 10th or 5th crime in the guests, to that degree. He said, okay, I was just reading even from the paper, the meaning of Islam, such and such, you need to the submission of what. I finished 15 minutes. He said, "Khalas, I did my best." I was preparing my papers to leave. Then one of the prisoners, the 60 non-Muslim prisoners, and focus with me now. He said, "Excuse me, this religion that you were talking about, how can I be a follower for it? How can I convert to it?" This doctor, his name is Dr. Omar Shaheen. Omar Shaheen was telling me, he said, I did not expect that really he means it. He said, "Excuse me, did you understand what I have said?" He said, "Yes, and I want to follow this religion that you are talking about." He said, "Positive? Really? You did understand what I have said?" He said, "Yes, I did, and I want to follow it." He said, "I was very happy." Can you imagine someone said, "Allah, alhamdulillah, okay, it's the rizq from Allah." Okay, repeat after me. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah and Muhammad is his messenger. I was very happy. He said, while he was saying the shahada, the second one raised up his hand. I want to become a Muslim. While the second was saying his shahada, a third one raised up his hand. While the third, the fourth raised up his hand. While the fourth, the fifth. While the fifth, the sixth, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11, 12, 13, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 declared the Shahada in a few minutes. From 60 prisoners, very high rank 60 prisoners. Now, guess what? This is not the very amazing part of the story. So you can imagine how happy I was, because I was not even expecting them to understand what I have said. But alhamdulillah, 26 in my scale of hasanat. I went home very happy. I was planning to go to the masjid a few hours later. In 2-3 hours after that now, freeze this part of the story. Now open another scene in this movie. Few hours later, he received a telephone call from someone that he does not know. "Hello, is this Dr. Omar?" "Yes. I have some questions. I knew that you are the imam of that." I said, "Yes, okay, Assalamu alaikum." I gave him an appointment. When he came to me about half an hour before the Isha, I felt as if I know him, this person, as if I recognized him. I said, "Excuse me, do I know you?" He said, "No." "Okay, what's your question?" Started answering. The Isha started. He said, "Do you mind please if you come?" He said, "At the end, just to finish the Isha and I will continue with you." He was a white American. I said, "Okay, I don't mind, because this is very common in Canada and America. A non-Muslim comes and asks, the Isha comes, we welcome them, they sit at the end, they watch us, no problem." He said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guided the Imam to recite in a very beautiful recitation. Once just we started about to say Assalamu alaikum, This stranger, the white American, non-Muslim American, started to cry with a very loud voice, crying. What happened to you? I want to become a Muslim. People say, Takbir, Allahu Akbar, they hug them and they welcome them. After everything finished, look now to the La ilaha illallah, the amazing how Allah operates this universe. When everything finished, I was alone as the resident scholar with that stranger who just has become a Muslim now. He came to me and said, I want to confess, you do know me. I said, really? Who are you? He said, I'm one of the 2 guards in the prison. 27. What is the lesson, for me at least? Open 2 quotations. Sincerity. Khlas. Period. It wasn't fine. I'm telling you about Jordanian Palestinian PhD holder who hardly can speak English in the level of 10th grade in our countries. Wallahi, the way he described the idea has nothing to do. He's not a Harvard graduate. He's not a native speaker. Wallahi, I can maybe, if I did qasam by Allah, if he used the same language that he did with the prisoners, with 90% of our kids, youth, wallahi, they will make laugh at him. By Allah, they would laugh at him. Because you see people, they will make fun of him because of the P and the R and these things, project, next world, look how he speaks English. They will make fun of him. But with Allah, who cares? Who cares with the level of your English? Who cares with the grammar of your English? Who cares with your accent? This is the moral. Okay, what is the relation between this story and our gathering? Sincerity, class. The idea is not just knowledge. However, you know what I'm doing now? I'm just working as a humble, inshaAllah, Muslim with our brothers and sisters under the main idea where Allah stated clearly, وَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ الذِّكْرَ تَنْفَعُ. Palestinians, Arabs, Pakistani, Somalians, American Muslims, no. Mu'mineen. Remind, because the reminder really does benefit the believer. And inshallah we are believers. You know why you are here? Because you are believers. You know what? By the way, even if you come and you can donate, don't worry. Dua. This is your part of the donation. And that's what the book. Allah fixed in the Quran the tears. We are reciting for trillions of times, millions, since 1400 years. We are reciting the words that describe the tears of the Sahaba who were not able to participate in Ghazwat Tabuk, about 1,000 kilometers. About 1,000 kilometers of very hot temperature. They were not able. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى تولوا وأعينهم تفيض من الدمع حزنا ألا يجدوا ما ينفقون. They had nothing to spend except their tears. You know what do their tears mean? It means acceptance of sincerity by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. By the way, maybe we cannot able to let some of the money to reach to them. This is not the point. Anyway, I'm sorry for that. This is just a quick introduction, inshallah. I'm working just under وَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ الذِّكْرَى تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Remind because a reminder does benefit the believer. We have and another umbrella that I want to work underneath it. I always tell the people, most of us we know, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. But most of us we do not repeat and memorize. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا ما آتاها. We use this, but we forget this. This It's one that Allah will not hold accountable someone if he has an excuse. But the other ayah, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا ما آتاها. Allah will not hold accountable except according to what He has given you. But what Allah has given me, you brother, you sister, you as a collective body, wallahi a lot. It's not just money. Money is one of the aspects. Connections, personality, power, knowledge, translation. You know, you can have access to convince our world. Look now, how many people know one of the biggest aspects in the humanitarian, problem with the people in Gaza, that the majority of the world, it's not just they don't know. No. The other side is misleading them, lying directly. CNN, wow. Human rights, democracy. All the world we witness how deliberately they were lying. They were telling, their people, okay, try to act as if you are God. Okay, put your head, now the camera is good. Okay, now up there. They forget that they're on air. Allah puts them into scandal. We saw many reporters in the BBC and the CNN and other, attacking. Do you condemn? Do you condemn? Excuse me, sir, do you condemn? Do you condemn? Do you condemn? Do you condemn? But do you condemn? Regardless, do you condemn? Do you condemn? Just one side. They close their eyes. What can we do? We have many things. Educate the people. Educate your kids. Educate the other generations. Because the story has not been finished yet. Still, the attack. Your generation need to know. The people need to know. We have a big wajib. We have a big duty. It's not just to sit here, in addition to the making a dua and spreading the knowledge. Just very quickly to give you quickly from the CCI, the Council of Canadian Imams. I'm just quoting very quickly 3 days ago. They sent us like headlines to use them in the Friday khutbah yesterday. Israel, they said, what Palestinians have faced over the last 7 years. Israel has facilitated 700,000 Israeli Jewish settlers who now live in 300 Israeli settlements on the Palestinian land. The US government now focus, and the UN consider these settlements illegal when you speak with the people. Israel has displaced 5.9 million Palestinians, while Palestinians have not displaced any Israelis. Israel is occupying Palestine, not the other way around. Israel has literally imprisoned 2 million Palestinians in Gaza as an open-air prison. UN human rights experts, Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, and Israel's own human rights organization, B'Tselem, call it an apartheid state. Israel has killed and injured 150,000 Palestinians, including 33,000 children since when? Injured 150,000, including 33,000 kids. Not since 1948, just since 2008. Just. You need to know the numbers, because figures talk when you speak with the people, when you spread the knowledge, when you try to convince, when you try to challenge, the lies of the other narrative. 1 in every 5 Palestinians has been arrested and charged under the 1,600 military orders that control every aspect of the lives of Palestinians. The number of Palestinians behind Israeli bars is 5,200, including 33 women and 170 children. Imagine if they were Ukrainians in Russia. Allah. If now Russians are prisoning in a very dehumanizing, humiliating way 5,200 prisoners, including about 200 women and tens of children. Oh my God. You will see, the reporters of CNN, they will cry on air, and every time they come to air, Do you remember what happens in Ukraine? Do you remember? We said, if they are from us, you started crying. Okay, why you don't cry? If this is a human aspect for you, why you don't cry about those kids? And by the way, these numbers just 3 days ago, I'm not quoting the latest because we are not able to follow the latest. Because by the way, by the time that I'm talking with you now, tens are dying. Now, we are not able even to control the numbers. SubhanAllah. What is happening in Gaza, according to the CCI, it is estimated that by now, more than 70 hours, 3,000 Palestinians, including children, have been killed by Israeli bombings since the start of escalation in the morning of October 7th. 5,184 Palestinians have been injured 70 hours ago. This is not the latest. About 60% of the injuries occurred by the Israeli airstrike were among women and children in the Gaza Strip. 260,000, more than 250,000 are internally displaced. Now, at least two doubles, at least 1 million now. Because 70 hours ago, they were just 250,000. Just in these 3 days, another 500 to 700,000. Gaza hospitals on the brink of collapse. And I believe within the last 2 days, some of them has already been as such. 300,000 Israeli troops are preparing for a ground invasion. As I told you, by the way, by this, I'm supposed, or I can consider myself that I have done my mission. Just a reminder. But just because it is a reminder, and we are created in a way we forget, I want to remind myself and my respected brothers and sisters. Just very quickly, I will just be reading and I will finish, inshallah, my speech. Reminder from the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَمَا تُقَدِّمُوا لِأَنفُسِكُم مِّن خَيْرٍ تَجِدُوهُ عِندَ اللَّهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ بَصِيرٌ. Whatever good you send forth for yourselves, you will certainly find it reward with Allah. Surely Allah is all seeing of what you do. من جاء بالحسنة فله عشر أمثالها ومن جاء بالسيئة فلا يجزى إلا مثلها وهم لا يظلمون. Whoever comes with a good deed will be rewarded tenfold, but whoever comes with a bad deed will be punished for only one. For only one, none will be wronged. وَإِذْ تَأَذَّنَ رَبُّكُمْ لَإِنْ شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. And remember, when your Lord proclaimed, if you are grateful, I will certainly give you more. Brothers and sisters, what do you think is the main and the only reason that gives the power to the people of Gaza and Palestinians and Syrians and Chechens and Bosnians and the people of Burma? What do you think? What do you think? It's Iman, faith. Because they know for sure, inshallah, they will be rewarded. And they know about the hereafter. They know it's not the end of the story. They will be taking, inshallah, their rights. And nothing will be missed. There is the accountability. Look to the Quran. Even though we know the pillars of Iman, to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the angels, in the books, in the hereafter, in the Qada wa Qadar. But look how many of them, they were connected together and repeatedly mentioned with a big focus on the Quran. The most important one, يؤمنون بالله واليوم الآخر. بالله واليوم الآخر. بالله واليوم. You know why the يوم الآخر? Because the يوم الآخر, the hereafter, if it's missed from the equation, everything is collapsed. Everything. Even if imagine that you have no knowledge about previous prophets. It will not destroy practically your existence, your functioning. But what if al-yawm al-akhir is missed? You don't know about it. Or God forbid it does not exist. Why should I be patient? Why should I not to retaliate or to take revenge or to do whatever as the atheist? For the atheist, the end. So let's enjoy. Or let's do X, Y, Z. Haram, halal, it doesn't matter. Right, wrong, it doesn't matter. Who cares? I will be nothing. I came from nothingness. I will be nothingness. I am nothingness. This is the core idea of the atheist. So why should I? Because you are a believer, you have khuluq. When you have power, you don't kill women, you don't kill children. Look to the lives of the others. Beheaded party, even when they say, no, we did not steal somebody's daughters, they are still repeating it. It's haram in Islam. We don't do it. You know why? Because we are believers and we are Muslims. We have submitted ourselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You need to be proud. Without this religion, we are not able to set. They are not able to, wallahi, I speak about myself. if I was a Palestinian or from the people of Gaza and I'm facing what's facing without Iman, I'm supposed to finish my life by myself. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ, God forbid. Alhamdulillah ala ni'mat al-Iman. Because at the end, this body will be ruined. ومن لم يمت بالسيف مات بغيره تعددت الأسباب والموت واحد. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala قال وليصطفي منكم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is purifying, choosing shuhada from them. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he spoke with the people of the Badr, قال إنا قد وجدنا ما وعدنا ربنا حقا فهل وجدتم ما وعد ربكم حقا. Have you found the promise? Okay, if you injured me, inshallah, Allah will give me something else. If you kill me, inshallah, I will see it in the day of judgment. But what do you have to face your Lord when you kill me, Mr. Oppressor? Nothing less except Jahannam, unless if you decided to submit yourself to my Lord. And I will be given the power to forgive you or not to forgive you in the day of judgment. Wow, it's very beautiful faith, wallahi. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, respected brothers and sisters, to give you the power, inshallah, and to accept your deeds and to give you the barakah. I will make very quickly a quick dua in Arabic, inshallah, for our brothers and sisters in Gaza.